Hello, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. It's time to meet up with Neil and see if he has any information for us before we go to the finals of our tournament against the Intelligence Division and Second Officer Lawrence, was it? Second Lieutenant Lawrence. Where's the liberal news? Here we go. It seems like the Royal Army has been around constantly. My company's not to blame for their heightened alert, I hope. Lots of my editors and writers always get sick near deadline. It's an unfortunate cocktail of stress, insomnia, and poor diet, if you ask me. Or they're just playing hooky. The results are still the same either way. Hey, Neil. Pardon us? Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys and didn't screw it up. Well, miracles never cease. So I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absurdly cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. Neil, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. Got some background on those big shots. Neil held out a black file folder. Is this from the Royal Army? Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's just say they're on loan from some of my army contacts. I'll keep that under your hat, okay? Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. Estelle and Joshua opened the black folder. Alright, well, we want to read all of these, so I guess we'll do it. Honestly, I don't really know how useful this information is going to be, though. I mean, let's be real, this is an RPG. What's going to be useful is grinding and gaining levels and stats. But I suppose this might push the plot forward. Colonel Alan Richard. I like the way they did this, though. Also, this is some pretty nice music here. Born 1168 in the Rouen region of Liberal. Graduated head of his class for the military academy, later assigned to the mobile task force led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Appointed to staff of the Military Operations Office after Colonel Bright's retirement. 1201, suggested formation of Intelligence Division. Queen Alicia approves the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Wow, pretty impressive. Well, he is the man in charge. He always seemed to be pretty sharp. Looks like Major Sid was right about him serving under Dad 10 years ago. So Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Okay, Captain Amalthea. Captain Canone Amalthea. Born 1175 in Liberal's capital city of Grancel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the Military Operations Office shortly after graduation. 1201. Reassigned to the newly formed Intelligence Division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp. Aide-de-camp? Assisting directly with military operational command. Excellent grades again. Another intellectual big shot, looks like. That appointment means that she's been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Age and nationality unknown. A member of Jester, who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the Intelligence Division. Previous activities unknown. He's been in disguise all along. He's not even from Liberal. And what's up with his old job as a mercenary being one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reason. No kidding. So maybe the Colonel is just looking for a really skilled fighter? It's a possibility. And I think I've heard of this Jester somewhere before. Alright, so we didn't have the option to close the folder, either until we read all of them, or until we read Lawrence's file specifically. Doesn't matter either way. Thanks for this deal. At least we know a little more about who we're dealing with. Yeah, so as I thought, nothing really useful. I don't think. As long as it's useful. I learned a few juicy tidbits when I was digging around too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the academy the same year as Captain Amalthea. Really now? They never gave off the impression that they got along all that well. Maybe because they were academy rivals. Kanone's got the brains, and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big differences there. Ah, I see, I'd imagine so. Looks like Julia's always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up, and this has nothing to do with the military, mind you, you kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia sounds familiar. It does not sound familiar to me. Is this the first time this character is being mentioned? If memory serves, she was orphaned when the Crown Prince and his wife died. She's the granddaughter of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Right, she's not well known, but she is the direct descendant of the Queen. So is she the technically legitimate heir then, rather than Duke Dugan? I have a feeling that if it's going to go political, this is going to be probably where this is going. Unless something happened to her already. From what I could dig up, she lives in the Royal Keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. Now, it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. Huh. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still. Just gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who is this someone? Aha, spot on, kid. It could be... Well, let's see. Queen Alicia... I mean, presumably, the kingdom has a queen, which means that this isn't necessarily a case where the ruler has to be male, since they do have a female ruler. Now, historically, I guess there were... I mean, we've always had queens in Europe and stuff like that. So, I mean, there are reasons, like if the king dies or whatever, the queen could sort of just take over temporarily. There are other ways that can happen, even in a system where you have to pass the title onto a male heir. But I don't get the impression that this kingdom in this world is like that. It seems to be fairly gender equal, which is pretty much the norm in a lot of RPGs, really. So, Queen Alicia... I don't think would necessarily have any reason to marry her granddaughter off. I mean, maybe she just, really wants to continue the family line. That could be a thing. But politically, I don't think there's any huge advantage in that, especially since Duke Dunan's already been named as the successor. And likewise, or at least that seems to be the case. And likewise, Dunan doesn't really have any reason to deal with her. As long as he's taking over, I don't think he would care. So, Colonel Richard seems the obvious choice here. Hey, not bad, kid. It is Colonel Richard who's been scouring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, looks like. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now, there's something I want from you two. Huh? You want us to win the tournament and get some information at the dinner party, right? Is that about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. Estelle, don't look like that. That's totally reasonable. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you information. This is called give and take, sweetheart. True, and it's been helpful. Alright. We'll let you know if we find out anything. That's what I like to hear. Though if all goes well today, I might not even need to rely on you two. Excuse me for a sec. Right, so I know I said that information wasn't useful. It was actually pretty interesting. Again, not going to help us in the fight tomorrow, which I guess is sort of the immediate concern, but long term, I guess it's good to know what the political actors of this world are doing. Although really, I don't expect any of that to get wrapped up in this game, because I do know the game is part of a trilogy. I know as long as this is. And I'm pretty sure it was originally, at least second chapter. I seem to remember hearing that it was planned to be one game and it just got too long, and so that's why it got split up. I'm not sure about how second chapter and the third play into this, but I guess those are things that I'm going to have to check out at some point. I don't know. I'll give my thoughts on where I'm going to be doing that once I finish this game. But regardless, all I guess I need to say for now is that I highly suspect that we're going to have a ton of loose ends that will not be cleaned up, because there are 2 more games, and a ton of this political stuff is probably going to be, a lead-in to where the next game is going to be focusing. Excuse me for a sec. Hello, Liberal News. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Sorry to cut and run on you, but I've got to go meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. Hey, I'm a night owl anyways. I'm only up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can just kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You too, don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? I guess we should stop by the guild, then go back to the hotel. We ought to report in the info that Neil got for us. Fine by me. Yeah, nothing I can do here, right? Notisha, huh? Our editor is a real oddball. Both Neil and I get into it sometimes with him over matters of journalistic integrity, I guess? But it's really hard to stay mad when he's always got that huge grin on his face. What's your business here? We've been ordered to keep a strict eye on the employees here. Okay, so the newspaper is under suspicion from the military. I think Neil said something to that effect as well. Oh, you guys are everywhere rather. We're really cracking down on security from now on. We don't want to see anything else happen, you know? Oh, you're bracers? Well, don't try to play hero or anything. I mean, that's literally our job, but okay. Don't use the tournament as an excuse to get too rowdy now, you hear? If you see anyone suspicious, you let me know right away, alright? Estelle, Joshua, I offer my congratulations on advancing to the championship bout. It is a shame to hear of Kurt's loss, but I hear it was a very good match. Yeah, it was pretty easy. I don't know what you're talking about, Estelle. I wouldn't go patting us on the back just yet, though. We weren't better than Kurt. Not by a selge. True, we just got lucky. We had Zin, along with Olivier's guns and magic to cover for our mistakes. I mean, if it had been just Joshua and Estelle, I mean, probably we still would have taken it, but they're the only reason we've made it as far as we have. You two are very humble, a rare quality these days. By the way, have you learned any more information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Neil's findings to Elnan. So, Second Lieutenant Lawrence is part of a Jaeger Corps. Jaeger, I guess? Or more specifically, the Jaeger Corps known as Jester. So many silent letters. Ah. First I've heard of that name, definitely. I'd best look it up. Do the Guild and Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere in matters of state, you see, whereas the Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They're often employed in border disputes and have some quite opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice. So I take it there's no chance of getting any information on this. I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship, schmanchionship. Surprisingly hard to say. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you'd please. Thank you, Elnan. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, we've uncovered a few morsels of information which might have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal Family will be arriving in Grancel during the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm just wondering, it would be kind of funny if that turned out to be Olivier. He's from the Empire, right? Erebonian Empire? I assume that's what they mean when they say Imperial. We don't know their name, but we do know this is the first time someone from the family has come to Liberal since the war 10 years ago, so this is fairly significant news. Yeah, the fact that they're being cagey about it really makes me think it might be Olivier. You see, you're right that it does seem connected with talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal Family. I mean, the only Imperial I've ever even met is Olivier. The princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. Okay, well, I was right about Olivier's place of origin. It seems much too early for her to be married. Wait. No, she's 16 already. Like, why isn't she married yet? This is, like, political marriages for, like, queens and kings and stuff in medieval times. I guess this is one of those cases where, like, this is very much a modern perspective being pushed onto an archaic time period. Which, I mean, I guess this is kind of like, this is a fantasy game, right? So it's more or less to be expected. We have modern sensibilities despite the medieval, like, I guess, what am I trying to say? The setting of the game is just technological. It isn't cultural. Like, this is not medieval culture here at all. This is just medieval technology plus magic. So, although they do have computers and stuff, so I don't know. Anyway, it seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society, but unless we've reverted to a more repressed time, it is much, much too soon for marriage. Okay. Indeed, as I said, I suspect there is a political motive to push this, push for wedlock, and finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. If we can earn that invite to the castle, we'll be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you. Here. We received Grand Cell Sewer Key B. Oh, okay. Never mind, we might not actually be doing the finals today then, if we have another whole half of the sewer to clear out. What the heck is this, too? The sewers. We always keep a few on hand at the Capital Branch. Never know when they might come in handy. This one should open one of the access gates near the Grand Arena. Grates, rather, near the Grand Arena. There are some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it! We could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Ellen. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. We'll head on down with Xeon and Olivier after we meet up with them tomorrow. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two! Okay, that was a less friendly hey than I was expecting. Hey, you two! Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures, so it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock, if at all possible. You two should go on home. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel on the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Hold on a second. I could swear I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament! You know, now that you mention it. Oh, were you guys in the audience? Haha, well, we were on security detail. That match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's the championship, no? Let's go you to the hotel so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well, we accept. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. You gotta be kidding, we're big fans of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. The special ops types just rub me the wrong way for some reason. No kidding, I just don't get what goes through their heads. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. That last bit didn't quite make sense to me. Haha, thank you. We'll do everything we can. This is all kinds of complicated, eh? Huh. I don't know what I was reading there. I don't think these guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the Intelligence Division are just regular soldiers. But whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as the truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it'd be wisest not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. Let's call it quits for tonight. We can go back to our room and get some rest. There's no way we'll be able to go out without bumping into the soldiers. Yeah, you're probably right. Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there. And all our other guests who have gone out have invariably been led right back in. Maybe I'll go to bed early so I can feel well rested for tomorrow's match. I need a nice warm soak to lift the weary from my bones. Okay, all the rooms are going to be occupied, I guess. It does suck so bad. I would be so embarrassed. Going out with a guy from the same block, huh? Doesn't breaking up suck? Hey, newbies! I'm just about to go take a shower. I'm drenched in sweat, and I don't like it one bit. TMI. Also, I guess you don't stay at the guild? I guess, sorry, 2 of them stay at the guild and 2 of them don't, right? The streets were really quiet today. With the championship tomorrow, I thought you'd be more, you know... I thought things would be more, you know, lively. Alright, I've already talked to you. We're at the other end, right? Alright, here's Kurt. You should get some rest for tomorrow's match. Keeping yourself fit and ready for anything is an important part of being a bracer. Sometimes taking it easy is not so bad, you know? As long as my sweetie pie is here next to me. I really wanted to spend a night on the town with my girlfriend, but wouldn't you know it, there's a new curfew that starts tonight! Yeah... This sofa's so soft and comfy. What a hotel. I wish I'd come with my husband. Wait, someone's in there. Huh? Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. Huh? I think we've got a trespasser. There might be explosives set, so be careful. Wait, you're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you, no questions. If you'd rather stay out here, that's fine with me. No way! Exclamation point whispering. Somehow that works. Fine, let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like he got away. That's strange. I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there are any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing? Yeah, RPG logic. Either that or he's wrong, that would be funny. I guess this is all that was left behind. What, a letter? Joshua broke the seal on the letter. Tonight, at the stroke of 10, come to the cathedral. Please tell no one of this. And that's it? In what cathedral? That huge church over in the west block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well, it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not! What was that for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the west block, too. Oh, right. Still, I hate to just pretend we never got it. I'll go by myself, then. Huh? Easier for one person to stay hidden than 2. I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. I just need you to stay here. Hey. Huh? I'm no less a bracer than you are. I can handle myself, and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue's not going to work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell you're worried about me, or more that you're worried for me. What are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me, not for very long, anyway. I'm impressed. Huh? Alright, if you want to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now, though, so we have to hurry. Oh, okay. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on, then. Stealth segment? Oh. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of the soldiers spot us, we'll probably get led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can to get past them undetected. Okay. Okay, I can rotate. Where are we going? West Block. Right? Because East Block is going to be the embassies and the arena. West Block is going to be the cathedral. I think that's what it was. Is that guard going to come by again? Well, that's a problem. You know, this doesn't particularly feel like... This is not a good game to have a stealth system in, because it's impossible to tell what the boundaries of things really are. Like, can I follow behind that guy? Can he not see me through the trees? I don't think I can go that way. Okay, maybe I have to go this way then. The landing port... Yeah, it's not going to be here, so we're going to have to go all the way around, and if we mess up any time, we're probably going to have to start this whole sequence over again. That's rather annoying. Maybe we could go this way. There's no way through here, right? No. And I have no idea how close I can get. I suppose I could just deliberately fail to get that information. It would be an option. Are there no soldiers out in this part? Oh, there's one. And two. I guess maybe I was supposed to... do something like this. This is just silly. Okay, this one might see me. No, do they only look directly ahead of themselves? That might be the case. Man, I am not enjoying this at all. Is the gate unguarded? I mean, it would have to be, otherwise there's not really any way to go. And this is obviously set up. So, like, could I just stand, like, right here? Is that a thing I can do? Okay, you're making circles. You're coming down. Are you also making circles? You are. Was that my chance? That was probably my chance. Man, I just can't see anything. Yeah, you're coming back. No, you're going. All right. And now we gotta go through here. Well, if I fail this once, then I'm going to become incredibly reckless on my next few attempts just to see what I can get away with. Yeah, but the problem here is that I can't see anything. Maybe I can go north from here? Oh, I got caught on the windowsill, on the flowers there. Damn troublemakers. You need to stay indoors while we're trying to keep an eye out for terrorist activity. Oh, we'll just have to try it again. That was educational, though. Some of the soldiers seem to have stationary posts while others patrol on a fixed route. First things first, we need to keep our distance from the soldiers. Easy enough, but it may require us to go well out of our way. Got it. So in other words, we can't take the direct route to the west. Now, as for the ones who are actively patrolling, they can't see nearly as well at night, so as long as we don't approach them from the front, we should be able to get by them. The main thing will be to learn their patrol routes and stay out of their direct line of sight. Okay, let's give this a shot then. Man. So can I... Yeah, I don't have to worry that much, I don't think. Yeah, as long as I'm... As long as I'm not... Apparently they have no hearing. Can I just run? I'm doing it. Okay. So from here, what do we do? Hug down the side of the building, or do we go north? I think I was trying to go north at the end there. Because... I can't cut through here, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, but I don't think I'm getting past those there. Yeah, probably not. Alright. That means... just act reactively, I suppose. Okay, well... we got chased off the screen. Yeah, this is silly. Not in a good way. Could we leave the city? So we got time before we need to go, Estelle. For now, let's go to the cathedral. Okay. Funny that the main gate's not being guarded. Well, I say that, but... really? So we have to get to the other side and then... I guess we need to follow that guy, probably. No, let's just not stay too close. Depending on how tightly their cycles line up, they may be asynchronous. Yeah, they're definitely asynchronous. Wonderful. And this is just obnoxious. And man, getting through there. How are we even going to do that? We just have to follow this guy? Like that, I guess. Okay. So they really can't see. Cathedral is over there. We're blocked to the north, which means that we're going south. Okay. I guess there's just a whole bunch of them all walking clockwise, so I just need to pick a spot and join the group when there seems to be a big enough gap. I mean, I can follow behind them pretty closely, right? They come in pairs. Where the second one follows pretty closely. I'm gonna watch this one more time. And two, and then we're gonna follow behind you. I mean, we could... Alright, well that was a thing. Is that it? No more guards? Let us never do that again. Alright, we made it. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. Huh? Aha, you came after all. You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who was attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assume you got my message? That letter was yours. But why would you do something so secretive-like just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. Huh? Aha, you're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then, allow me to get more comfortable. What? Lieutenant Julia Schwarz, Commander of the Royal Guardsmen at your service. Been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Rouen, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hey, hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why do you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the clothes. The Septian Church has long and deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question, why I called you here, if you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize that it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyway. What? Joshua explained the request that Professor Russell gave them during the Lyston Fortress incident. Really now? Almighty Aidios, thank you for your gift most sacred. In that case, I have only one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies, even in a situation like this, but we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please, take this with you. And we got Julia's letter. Okay. What's this? Give this to the head maid, Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the Special Ops men, but you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. Huh, she sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it, we'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Pathetic, isn't it? Huh? I was deceived, and thereby failed the one I was supposed to protect at all costs. And this happened not long after I swore that I'd give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel, having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there is a chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain that he'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled, and you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? It's not without reason that he was known as the finest swordsman in all the Royal Army, the Divine Blade, at that. He's as a staff now. Interesting. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial arts instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except a bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies, he wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really, I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit that same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua. Colonel Cassius trained both of you. I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything we have into it. Pardon us, this is the Grand Cell City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we have a look inside? Crap. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment, please, and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay. Please be careful. Well, we managed to avoid the patrols so far. It doesn't look like there are any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment here, then head back to the hotel. Okay. So much is going on. It's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. I never would have imagined it to be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Schwartz. There's no T. Schwartz. Ah. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking you'd be someone you'd known before? Well... Oh, sorry, forgot I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Huh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us, each and every one of them living his or her own life, all under the same sky. And every person you meet has a personality and a history and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause, nothing happens without a reason or a motive, or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I've lost. Joshua, I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change. But even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, but most of all, you. Joshua! So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really? With the stars as my witness. Okay then, we have ourselves a deal! Okay, the guards heard that. Estelle? All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you've got to tell me, then I'll tell you what I got to tell you. What? Oh wait, is this about that thing you've had on your mind? Yep. Gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up. Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not. It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though I guess the situation does feel kinda right. But still, no dice, not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now. All because we've got a big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show these special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Okay. I initially thought it was gonna be like how tough a girl can be or something, so stumbled over that one. Ruin their... Really are your father's daughter. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Somehow, I think we're gonna do just fine tomorrow. Wait, the guards didn't hear any of that? Guess the patrols really were done. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy overfull of spirit when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Elnan lent us something that might really give us an edge. Estelle explained that Elnan had loaned them the spare key to the Grand Cell sewers. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So, what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of the arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we must drop one more huzzah. Alright, I mean that would be really a good spot to leave it. Let's talk to this guy again one more time. Madame Estelle, Master Joshua, today is the day of the tournament championship, is it not? Please do take care out there. You may rest assured that I will be cheering for you. Alright. Oh, there's still guards, but we're not under curfew anymore. So, final match today. I don't much care for those special ops guys, so personally I'm rooting for the bracers. Though if you tell anyone I said that, I'll have you drawn and quartered. It's a little bit extreme, isn't it? I mean, if you find one of them and he puts up any kind of fight at all, I'm done for. Those guys pretty much wrote the book on badassery. I feel like context is missing for this. Special ops guys? Every day I take a long walk for my health. I feel good today. Must be on account of the weather. Man, the weather's been pretty rough for me here lately. Looking forward to summer being gone. I'm such an optimistic person. When it's summer, I can't wait until winter. When it's winter, I can't wait until summer. Always the optimist. Man, I want to go see the championship match. I hope the competition finishes quietly and without incident. Well, that would be boring. Alright. As expected. A ferocious monster known as a bonefish has been spotted roving the east block of the sewers. I believe there's an extra space in that text. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Alright, I don't have to accept it, I just have to look at it. Good morning, today is the big day. Did you get a chance to go into the sewers yesterday? Gods, what a question. It sounds strange, I know, but it really is a fine place for you to brush up on your technique. Oh, nobody else is here? Did you guys see anyone suspicious last night? No? If we see any royal guardsmen or anyone else who seems suspicious, please let me know. All these soldiers showed up in town yesterday. I wonder if they found those royal guardsmen yet. Like, they're probably specifically looking for Schwarz, aren't they? Final round today, at long last. I believe in you guys. Knock 'em dead out there. Alright, that's not a place we can go. Right, well, obviously, we need to go... Let's talk to all these people first. What? Why are you going to cheer for just one person? I keep thinking about all the different teams. And I've decided that in the end, I'm just going to cheer for Joshua, my one and only. Look at all these people. I got up early specifically to avoid the crowd. A lot of good that did. These are the final matchups though, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised by the turnout. Who shall I cheer for? It seems that whoever I end up cheering for always loses, so maybe I should cheer for the team I don't want to win. Good old reverse psychology. You haven't failed me yet. I mean, you have. You totally have. Yay, the final round! Who will win and who will lose? I don't even really care, just yay! Violence is cool! Violence is cool, but stay in school or something, I don't know. I was up late last night on patrol, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. No, this is what we want. Use grunt cell sewer key B. Alright, and that is where we will be picking up in the next part. Yeah, so the intervening parts between this, I was kind of expecting to finish the tournament today, but way too much extra stuff got piled on. Did not appreciate that stealth segment. I think I made that pretty clear while I was doing it. But anyway, that is done. We have one more dungeon, one more big boss, one more, I guess, big monster to exterminate, a bunch of random loot to pick up, probably a lever to pull in the sewers, and then finally hit the finals of the tournament. And I think we can probably get through all of that in the next time, so yeah, finish the tournament in the next part. I will see you then.